In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best point guard build on NBA 2K25, and now the great thing about this build is it can be played in every game mode on every court and how versatile it is. And don't just take it from me, hear what my opponents have to say about this build.
I had a hand
God,
on the ball, bro.
Lord. See what build he has is what I need.
Yes, this build is that good.
Damn.
You'll even get accusations like this.
Shooting with a Zen, bro.
And even though I'm not, that's the ultimate compliment you can get. Let's get into the build. So what we're gonna do is start off by showing you my build with 14 cap breakers. Then I'm gonna show you guys how to make the build with 10 cap breakers, which I think is the best overall meta point guard build. And then after that, I'll show you guys how to make it with 0 cap breakers. So let's get into it. Let me show you guys my build. The build that I use if I were to play 3s and 5s, also good on 2s, but just the overall best build you can make. So I have 14 cap breakers, and this is the build that I use if I were to play 3s or 5s. You see, I really value speed with ball, just being extremely fast. Not a lot of people really value that, and my pass accuracy isn't that high. Like I said, this is a unique build to me. I'm going to show you guys gameplay with this build really quickly, and then I'm going to show you guys just the best meta build you can make with 10 cap breakers, and then if you have 0 cap breakers, I'll show you guys a build for that as well. So by now, we're halfway through April. We know how 2K25 is played, especially on 3s, and I mean, basically any point guard, what you want to do is run around screens, quick stop, and shoot a lot of 3s, and this build is literally perfect for that. But not only that, you see when the other team misses, that's why I went super high speed on my build, and why the build I'll show you guys also is pretty fast, because I value just speed. Being very fast this year is super important, whether it's dribbling and having high speed with ball, having a high three-pointer, and having a high speed. Some of the most important attributes. You guys saw some 3s gameplay there and how this build plays out. Let me show you how to make it with 10 cap breakers. So now that we're in the builder, let's say you have 10 cap breakers. You have 5 from the end of the season passes and 5 from starter 3. You're anywhere near there, make this build. So we're going 6'2" because I think 6'2" is better than 6'4" because of the amount of attributes you get, and also you get mini marksman. As you can see, we're gonna go with a 94 3-point off rip, which will get every single shooting badge on legend, because this is where our first 5 of 10 cap breakers is going to get a 99 3-point shot. You need this to be 99 for every shooting badge legend, which is more important than the rating itself. Next, come up to your mid-range, put this to an 85 just to get that pure midi green window. It's actually pretty important. Next, come down to your ball handle, and if you are a starter 4, you're going to want to put your ball handle to a 90 and use 5 cap breakers to get this to a 95. If you are a starter 4 or planning on hitting starter 4. If you are not, you only need a 92 ball handle. So starter 4, 95 ball handle. Anything below starter 4, 92 ball handle, that is for the Steve Francis signature size up. That is very important. And this is where you will use your next 5 cap breakers to get that 95 ball handle. So use 2 cap breakers on this if you want to have 92 ball handle, or 5 if you want to have a 95 ball handle for that Steve Francis. Next, speed with ball, put this up to a 91 for legend, or not legend, Hall of Fame lightning launch. Then you're going to want to use your max +1 to get this to legend lightning launch. Then put your pass accuracy up to a 71, which you see unlocks silver dimer, and 71 pass accuracy is high enough. I know on my build it was low, but on 71 pass accuracy, come over to your perimeter defense and go ahead and max this out to a 92, and then put your steal all the way up to a 91. So you are a great defender on this build, but you are also very fast, which is what I just explained on my build is super important. Your speed and agility is just as, if not more important than your perimeter defense rating. Just being able to keep up with these fast defenders and just being able to be laterally quick enough with high agility. And that is pretty much the build. After this, you can put your attributes on whatever. If you play 5s, go ahead and put it on free throw. If you really want to, you can put it on pass accuracy to get this even higher, up to a 80. So I know you guys would love that, so I'm just going to put that here in the build for you. And this is just the best build with 10 cap breakers. Let me go over it one more time. Let's just max it out real quick, and then we'll go over the build. So you're going to want to have a 99 3-point shot, get your 5 cap breakers here, and then your next 5 cap breakers go to your ball handle to get this to a 95 as well. So with your 10 cap breakers out of the way, you have your shooting done, your 99 3-pointer, we know that, 95 ball handle for Steve Francis, 91 speed with ball for lightning launch legend when you use your max +1, 80 pass accuracy so you throw really fast passes. You're a great defender with 92 perimeter and a 91 steal, and then 90 speed and 90 agility, so you are very, very fast. With 10 cap breakers, this is the best point guard build you can make in the game. And when you make this build, you are called a two-way perimeter shot creator. Let me show you a little bit more gameplay if you're not convinced about this build, and then I'll show you how to make it with no cap breakers. So I showed you how this build plays out on the 3s earlier. Now let me show you how it plays on 2s. I do have like a 2 specific build, but obviously most people do not have that. You guys stick to one build, and this build is great on everything. You see I'm rhythm shooting with it, great for catch and shoots, great for dribbling, great for everything, right? 2's gameplay is kind of boring, I'm gonna be honest. You see, you just want to score fast and efficiently. No point in really just over dribbling, over scoring. Take your points, take your catch and shoots. So yeah, this build very, very good for that. But after this gameplay, of course, when you do need to dribble, you can on this build. I'll show you guys how to make this build with 0 cap breakers in about, I don't know, 10 seconds here. But yeah, absolutely love this build. My favorite point guard build, the one that I'm going to use probably the rest of the year. Let me show you how to make it with 0 cap breakers, man. I love this build. So with no cap breakers, the build's gonna look a lot different, just worse, because of course you don't have free attributes. Your 3-point is only gonna be able to be a 96. So instead of these badges being on legend, you're only gonna get them on Hall of Fame. Your ball handle, of course, since you're not starter 4, since you have no cap breakers, you're gonna wanna put this to a 92. Your speed with the ball, you're gonna wanna put up to a 91 still, so you get that Hall of Fame lightning launch. Your pass accuracy, go ahead and put that to a 71 for at least silver dimer. Your perimeter defense, you're still going to be a great defender on this build, 92 perimeter and an 80, or not an 80, a 91 steal, still a great defender, super important this year, and then 86 speed and then 86 agility. And then you can finish this build up with whatever you want. I assume you guys really like pass accuracy, so let's just put it on that and then finish off the build. With 0 cap breakers, this is what I would go with. Of course, you're going to suffer because you only get a 96 3-point opposed to a 99. But your ball handle, speed with ball are basically the same because you don't need those extra attributes on Steve Francis, but you are a lot slower. So the 2 things you really struggle with is 1, no Steve Francis. That's just a part of not being starter 4, not having a 99-3, and then you are much slower on this build, which I think is noticeable. Let me know what you think in the comments if you got this far, if you really think speed and agility make a difference as much as I do. But yeah, with no cap breakers, this is about the best you can do. And when you make this build, you are called a 2-way 3-point shot hunter. Like I just said, the best build you can make with no cap breakers. And that's it. That is the best point guard you can make right now. And honestly, for the rest of 2K25, we kind of know what the meta is. We know what the best build is. It's this. So go ahead, make this build. Let me know what you think. If you did make this, or you enjoyed the video, or you want to support the channel, do me a favor and drop a like, sub if you're new, and I'm out.